Access your free language gifts right now, before they expire. Here's what you're getting this month. First, the Cooking Conversation Cheat Sheet. Learn all the must-know cooking phrases with this new cheat sheet. Download it for free right now. Second, our brand new visual flashcards. Want to speak more of the language? You'll need to learn more words. And with our new printable visual flashcards, you'll learn over 1,500. Just download and print them out. Third, can you talk about your favorite shows? Learn how to say, no spoilers, what are you watching right now? And other useful words and phrases for video on demand. Fourth, what's your New Year's resolution? With this bonus phrase list, you'll learn to say, read more, save money, learn a language, and other common goals. Fifth, must-know words and phrases for the new year. If you're learning the language and can't yet talk about the new year, then access this 1-minute vocabulary lesson. Sixth, looking for a new language learning app? With the Innovative 101 app, you'll learn language fast and start speaking in minutes because the audio and video lessons are just 3 to 15 minutes long. Learning is that easy. Download Innovative 101 for free for the Android, iPhone, and iPad. And finally, the deal of the month. If you want to finally master the language with lessons by real teachers and our complete language learning program, get 55% off 24-month premium with our extended holiday deal. To get your gifts and language learning resources, click the link in the description below. Download them right now before they expire.
Hey guys, it's Linh. Welcome back to VietnamesePod101.com, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Vietnamese. I know I repeat all the time, but it's just fun. So I'm not wasting your time anymore. Today we're gonna be talking about the culture of Vietnamese language. It's not about what you should say or what you should not say. It's about the proverbs, which in Vietnamese we call tục ngữ. So basically there are some short sentences or expressions that our parents or our grandparents use them to teach us some lessons or something in life. They are not really from modern life, they're from the old time where our grandparents or even older used to learn language, used to learn Vietnamese. And it would be very nice if you can use them in the suitable situations. So that means you really understand the language and to really understand the culture of Vietnam. So let's get right into it. First one, im lặng là vàng. Im lặng là vàng. Im lặng là vàng. That means silence is gold. Here you will see im lặng means silence. Both adjective and noun, you can use both im lặng, là to be verb. Don't tell me that you forgot. Vàng means gold. Very easy, right? Very simple. Im lặng là vàng. Subject, verb, object. Im lặng là vàng. So this one you can use when you don't want to say anything or you just want to be quiet, to be safe. In some sensitive situations, you don't have to say anything, but just try to keep quiet to avoid conflicts or avoid risks. So in these situations, you can say im lặng là vàng. Next one, mưa như chút nước. Mưa như chút nước. Mưa như chút nước. Mưa means raining. Như means like, and here you will say that we don't use to be verb, but instead we can use directly như. Instead of saying raining is like, you can say raining like. Mưa như chút nước means like pouring water. So mưa như chút nước, I think it's similar to raining cats and dogs. That means raining heavily or raining for so long. And mưa như chút nước, tôi không thể ra ngoài. Mưa như chút nước, tôi không thể ra ngoài means it's raining cats and dogs, I can't go out. Nhập ra tùy tục. nhập gia tùy tục, nhập gia tùy tục, nhập gia tùy tục. Nhập gia means to enter in a house or to enter in a home, and tùy tục means depends on the rules or depends on the traditions of somewhere or something. So basically it's similar to in Rome, do as Romans do, something like that. That means when you enter a country or when you enter a city or just a family, you should follow their habits or their traditions. Thời gian là tiền bạc. 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 Thời gian is time. La is to be verb, and tiền bạc is money. Subject, verb, object. Okay? Thời gian là tiền bạc. And it's so clear, right? Time is money, and we should respect time, we should value time, we should save time. This one you can use anytime, anywhere, with anyone, and it's very common. It's not really hard to use. If you, for example, you feel like you're spending too much time on something, or your friend is wasting a lot of time of yours, then you can say thời gian là tiền bạc. Thời gian là tiền bạc. Xa mặt cách lòng. Xa mặt cách lòng. Xa mặt cách lòng. Xa mặt cách lòng means something like far from eye, far from heart. Something like if you are in a distant relationship, then it's highly likely that you will feel the distance in your heart or in your mind or in your relationship. So this one is not only for relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend relationships, okay? It can be for friendships, it can be for colleagues, it can be for family, it can be for anyone. For example, when you study abroad and then your girlfriend is staying in the country and slowly you don't talk to each other anymore, then you can say xa mặt cách lòng, tôi với cô ấy không nói chuyện với nhau nhiều nữa. Xa mặt cách lòng, tôi với cô ấy không nói chuyện với nhau nhiều nữa. Xa mặt cách lòng, tôi với cô ấy không nói chuyện với nhau nhiều nữa. That's sad, right? So, đừng xa mặt cách lòng nhé. Bán anh em xa, mua láng giềng gần. 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 That means a stranger nearby is better than a faraway relative. It's funny, right? They are similar, okay? But it literally means to sell faraway brothers and to buy close neighbors, rather than to have a lot of siblings or relatives, but they are far away from you. So sometimes when you need them, they're not there for you. But if you have some close neighbors or some close friends, it's very, very good for you. So, bán anh em xa, mua láng giềng gần. Càng đông càng vui. Càng đông càng vui. Càng đông càng vui. Càng đông càng vui, and it literally means the more the merrier. So you will see this structure, càng and càng. In English, we use something like the more something and the more something. In Vietnamese, we say càng, càng. And after càng, you use adjectives, okay? Càng đông, càng vui. Đông here means crowded. And vui here means happy or glad. So càng đông càng vui. The more the merrier. Easy, right? Next one, có chí thì nên. Có chí thì nên. Có chí thì nên. Có chí thì nên means something like no pain, no gain. So có here means to have. Chí here means spirit or grit or will. If you have spirit, thì means to be verb. So we have thì and là. That is Vietnamese of to be. And nên means to become or to be something. Okay? So có chí thì nên, no pain, no gain. If you don't try, then you will never become or you will never get what you want. Có chí thì nên. So this one is very common when you have to encourage or when you want to motivate someone or some children to try to get what they want. So you can just say có chí thì nên, cố lên con. You already have something but you still want something else, or you think like the other thing is better than yours. So can you guess what it is? You can type a comment below. Okay, so this one in Vietnamese we say đứng núi này trông núi nọ. 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 Đứng here means to stand or to be here. Núi này means this mountain. And trông means to look or to watch or to see. Núi nọ means the other mountain or that mountain. And this one I find it very similar to the grass are always green on the other side of the fence. You think so? Hey guys, it's Linh. Welcome back to VietnamesePod101.com, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Vietnamese. In this video today, I'm gonna show you some ways to celebrate in Vietnamese. Usually we use celebrations expressions for weddings, for New Year's, for birthdays, for many things, right? But in Vietnamese, you only need to remember one word and you can use for any kinds of situation, any cases, any time. And let's get right into it. The word that I mentioned is chúc mừng. Chúc mừng. One more time. Chúc mừng. Chúc mừng, okay? So chúc mừng means congratulations, and you can use for weddings, for birthdays, for New Year's in a short way. Okay, and now let's get right into the full sentence that we can use for each situations, okay? Number one I'd like to share is chúc mừng năm mới. Chúc mừng năm mới. Chúc mừng năm mới. Chúc mừng năm mới means Happy New Year. In New Year, we use this one a lot. Every time we meet someone or everywhere we go, we would say chúc mừng năm mới. Chúc mừng năm mới. And then we shake hands. Chúc mừng năm mới. Or you can say chúc mừng năm mới anh. Or chúc mừng năm mới chị. Also, there are two more sentences that you can use for New Year. First one is an khang thịnh vượng. An khang thịnh vượng. An khang thịnh vượng. And vạn sự như ý. Vạn sự như ý. Vạn sự như ý. So those are two very common sentences, wishes that you can use for New Year's, and you can use with chúc mừng năm mới. For example, chúc mừng năm mới, vạn sự như ý, or chúc mừng năm mới, an khang thịnh vượng. Next one, if you are invited to a birthday party, then you can say chúc mừng sinh nhật. Chúc mừng sinh nhật. Chúc mừng sinh nhật. So chúc mừng sinh nhật means happy birthday. You can use both chúc mừng sinh nhật or happy birthday. Nowadays we use English a lot and you can say happy birthday, but in a Vietnamese way. Of course, for Vietnamese people, not everybody can pronounce happy birthday correctly. So they would say happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Okay, so happy birthday and chúc mừng sinh nhật. Also, if someone just gave birth to a baby, if you want to say something to the mother, you can say chúc mừng mẹ tròn con vuông. Chúc mừng mẹ tròn con vuông. Chúc mừng mẹ tròn con vuông. So chúc mừng here means congratulations, of course. Mẹ means mom or mother. Tròn means the round or the circle. Con is the baby and vuông is the square. So this is like a proverb in Vietnamese. We say mẹ tròn con vuông to wish or to bring luck to the mother and the baby. So you can use chúc mừng mẹ tròn con vuông. Next one, if you are invited to a wedding, what should you say? Alright, I'll tell you now. So you can say chúc mừng hạnh phúc. Chúc mừng hạnh phúc. Chúc mừng hạnh phúc. Okay? Chúc mừng hạnh phúc. Chúc mừng means congratulations. Hạnh phúc means happiness. And this is the sentence that we use together, okay? Chúc mừng hạnh phúc. If you want to say this one directly to the couple, the groom and the bride, then you can say chúc mừng hạnh phúc anh chị. Chúc mừng hạnh phúc anh chị. Chúc mừng hạnh phúc anh chị. Anh chị here means brother and sister. That means they are older than you a little bit, like your brothers or sisters. And if they are your friends, then you can say chúc mừng hạnh phúc hai bạn. Chúc mừng hạnh phúc hai bạn. So chúc mừng hạnh phúc hai bạn means congratulations to you. If the couple is younger than you, like your little sisters or brothers, then you can say chúc mừng hạnh phúc hai em. Chúc mừng hạnh phúc hai em. Hai means number two and em means they're younger than you. Chúc mừng hạnh phúc hai em. Okay, so we have chúc mừng hạnh phúc anh chị, chúc mừng hạnh phúc hai bạn, and chúc mừng hạnh phúc hai em. Alright, last one, if you are invited to a housewarming, what should you say? Okay, I'm telling you now. In this situation, you can say chúc mừng tân gia. Chúc mừng tân gia. Chúc mừng tân gia. Chúc mừng tân gia, okay? Tân gia. Tân means new and gia means house. This is the traditional Vietnamese language, okay? Chúc mừng tân gia. In this situation, you can say directly to the person who invites you, or you can say, or you can write down on the card or on the envelope that you're giving them. One more thing in Vietnamese culture, usually when you are invited to a party like this, there will be two ways for you to show your love. Number one is you can prepare a gift, and number two, you can prepare an envelope with money inside to give luck to them or to show some support. So usually you can use these sentences, these wishes, to say directly to them, or you can write them down on the envelope. Hello everyone, it's Linh. Welcome back to VietnamesePod101.com, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Vietnamese. In this video today, I'm gonna show you something that I'm not good at, I'm not saying that I don't do sports, I'm just saying that I'm not good at sports. But anyway, I'm teaching Vietnamese, so let's get started. What is the number one sport of the world? Football, isn't it? So in Vietnamese we have bóng đá, bóng đá, bóng đá. Bóng means ball and đá means to kick. Bóng đá is football, and we have bóng đá nam. Bóng đá nam means male football, and bóng đá nữ. Bóng đá nữ. Bóng đá nữ means female football. So bóng đá nam, bóng đá nữ. Now in sentence, you can say bóng đá là môn thể thao được yêu thích nhất ở Việt Nam. Bóng đá là môn thể thao được yêu thích nhất ở Việt Nam. Bóng đá là môn thể thao được yêu thích nhất ở Việt Nam. Bóng đá là môn thể thao được yêu thích nhất ở Việt Nam means football is the most favorite sport in Vietnam. The next one I want to share with you guys is the one that recently has been very popular everywhere in Vietnam, which is tập gym. Tập gym. Tập gym means to exercise. So gym in English is the room, the place that you go to exercise, right? We say phòng tập. Phòng tập. Phòng tập. Okay? Phòng tập is the gym. Đi đến phòng tập means to go to the gym. Đi đến phòng tập. Đi đến phòng tập. At the gym you will see a lot of personal trainers, right? And in Vietnamese we say huấn luyện viên cá nhân. Huấn luyện viên cá nhân. Huấn luyện viên cá nhân means personal trainer or personal coach. Huấn luyện viên here is a coach. Cá nhân is personal. Huấn luyện viên cá nhân. So in sentence you can say tôi tập gym hàng ngày với huấn luyện viên cá nhân. Tôi tập gym hàng ngày với huấn luyện viên cá nhân. Tôi tập gym hàng ngày với huấn luyện viên cá nhân means I exercise every day with personal trainer or with my personal trainer. So you will see here we have hàng ngày means every day. And do you remember that we have a video talking about the frequency? If you don't, let's check it out in the video list, okay? If you want to ask someone if they like to exercise or to work out, then there will be one question that you can ask, which is bạn có thích tập gym không? Bạn có thích tập gym không? Bạn có thích tập gym không? Bạn có thích tập gym không means do you like to work out or do you like to exercise? Bạn có thích tập gym không? Okay, so this structure you can use for any kind of sports or anything with do you like something. Then you can just say bạn có thích and then you put the noun on the thing in the middle and then không. Bạn có thích tập gym không? Or bạn có thích đá bóng không? Bạn có thích đá bóng không? Means do you like playing football? Alright, next one I want to talk about one of the sports. Nowadays it's been very popular in Vietnam too, and we have a lot of Indian masters coming to support and to teach Vietnamese people how to do yoga. So in this situation, in Vietnamese, it's also yoga, but the accent will be a little bit different, okay? The accent will be Vietnamese. Instead of saying yoga, then we say yoga, yoga, yoga. So you can say tập yoga means to do yoga. Tập yoga. Tập here is to practice or to exercise. Tập yoga. If you want to tập yoga, you need a yoga map, right? So in Vietnamese is thảm tập yoga. Thảm tập yoga. Thảm tập yoga is the yoga map. And in sentence, you can say tập yoga và ăn chay rất tốt cho sức khỏe. Tập yoga và ăn chay rất tốt cho sức khỏe. Tập yoga và ăn chay rất tốt cho sức khỏe. Okay? Tập yoga here means doing yoga. Rất tốt means is very good or it's very beneficial. Cho sức khỏe means for health. Tập yoga và ăn chay rất tốt cho sức khỏe. Bơi lội. Bơi lội. Bơi lội. Bơi lội is swimming, and in the summer, swimming is very popular everywhere. So if you want to say to go swimming, then you can say đi bơi. Đi bơi. Đi bơi means to go swimming. Đi here means to go. Bơi lội is swimming in general, but to go swimming at the swimming pool, then we say đi bơi. And the swimming pool is bể bơi. Bể bơi. Bể bơi. Bể bơi is swimming pool, okay? In sentence, Sài Gòn có rất nhiều bể bơi. Sài Gòn có rất nhiều bể bơi. Sài Gòn có rất nhiều bể bơi means Saigon has a lot of swimming pools. Or if you want to ask if your friend likes swimming, then you can say bạn có thích đi bơi không? Bạn có thích đi bơi không? Bạn có thích đi bơi không? Means do you like to go swimming or do you like swimming? Bạn có thích đi bơi không? Also, there are some other sports that Vietnamese people really like. For example, bóng chuyền. Bóng chuyền. Bóng chuyền. Bóng chuyền means volleyball or bóng rổ. Bóng rổ. Bóng rổ. Bóng rổ means basketball. Quần vợt. Quần vợt. Quần vợt. Quần vợt is tennis, but you also can say tennis. Tennis is English, but Vietnamese people would say tennis. Tennis. Hey guys, it's Linh. Welcome back to VietnamesePod101.com, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Vietnamese. I know that you hear me saying all the time the fastest, easiest, and most fun way, and this video today is gonna be about them. So we are talking about the comparative and the superlative. But it's very easy, trust me, because you only need to remember 2 words. I'm gonna tell you now. Let's get started. So number 1, we will talk about the comparative, which is hơn. 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 Hơn is the words that you have to remember after the adjectives, okay? Instead of adding like ER or IER after the adjectives, you only need to remember this word, hơn, and then you put the adjectives before the word. For example, xinh hơn means more beautiful, or xấu hơn means more ugly, or tốt hơn means better, and tệ hơn is worse. Also, we have đắt hơn is more expensive, or rẻ hơn is cheaper, or cũ hơn means older, and mới hơn means newer. Alright, now let's take a look at some examples, some sentences to see how we use them, okay? Chiếc điện thoại mới này của tôi đắt hơn chiếc cũ. Chiếc điện thoại mới này của tôi đắt hơn chiếc cũ. Chiếc điện thoại mới này của tôi đắt hơn chiếc cũ. Chiếc điện thoại mới này của tôi đắt hơn chiếc cũ. It means this new phone of mine is more expensive than the old one. You will see chiếc điện thoại is the phone. Mới này, chiếc điện thoại mới này is this new phone. Của tôi means my or mine or of mine. Is more expensive, then here you will see that we say đắt hơn. Đắt hơn. So đắt is expensive and hơn is more. Instead of saying more expensive, we will say expensive more. Đắt hơn, okay? And chiếc cũ is the old one. Here you will see that we don't use to be verb. If you want to say something is something, like you describe something or you use adjectives after to be verb, then you can leave to be verb. Instead of saying là mới or là đắt, we just say mới or đắt. Next one, nấu ăn tại nhà rẻ hơn đi ăn ở ngoài. Nấu ăn tại nhà rẻ hơn đi ăn ở ngoài. Nấu ăn tại nhà rẻ hơn đi ăn ở ngoài. Nấu ăn tại nhà means cooking at home. Rẻ hơn means cheaper. So no to be verb here. We don't have to say is cheaper, we just say cheaper. Đi ăn ở ngoài means eating out. Nấu ăn tại nhà rẻ hơn đi ăn ở ngoài. Eating at home or cooking at home is cheaper than eating out. Next one, ăn rau tốt hơn ăn thịt. Ăn rau tốt hơn ăn thịt. Ăn rau tốt hơn ăn thịt means eating vegetables is better than eating meat. Ăn rau tốt hơn ăn thịt. So ăn rau, eating. You don't have to transform the verb to verb ing or something if it is at the beginning of the sentence, okay? You just use the original form of the verb. Ăn rau tốt hơn ăn thịt. Đi du lịch ở Việt Nam rẻ hơn đi du lịch ở nhiều nước. Đi du lịch ở Việt Nam rẻ hơn đi du lịch ở nhiều nước. Đi du lịch ở Việt Nam rẻ hơn đi du lịch ở nhiều nước. Rẻ hơn is cheaper and the opposite of cheaper is more expensive, which is đắt hơn. Okay, we have rẻ hơn, đắt hơn. Đi du lịch ở Việt Nam means traveling in Vietnam, and đi du lịch ở nhiều nước means traveling in many other countries. Đi du lịch ở Việt Nam rẻ hơn đi du lịch ở nhiều nước. And it's true, traveling in Vietnam is very, very affordable compared with some Asian countries. So if you have a plan to travel this year, just come to Vietnam. Laptop của tôi cũ hơn của bạn. Laptop của tôi cũ hơn của bạn. Laptop của tôi cũ hơn của bạn. It means my laptop is older than yours. So we have cũ hơn means older, and the opposite of cũ hơn is mới hơn. Mới hơn. Mới hơn. Mới hơn means newer. Laptop của tôi cũ hơn của bạn. Here we have laptop. In Vietnamese, we will pronounce a little bit differently. Laptop. Laptop. And của tôi is a possessive, right? And you put after the noun, laptop của tôi, okay? Laptop của tôi cũ hơn của bạn. Okay, that's all for the comparative. Now we talk about the superlative. In this situation, you only need to remember one word, which is nhất. 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 Nhất means number one, or the first one, okay? Nhất. Now, let's take a look at some examples. We have xinh nhất means most beautiful, or xấu nhất means most ugly. Or we have cao nhất means tallest, the tallest. Or thấp nhất, shortest or the shortest. Đắt nhất, most expensive. And rẻ nhất, cheapest. Okay, so only one word and you can use with any adjectives. Nhất. Now let's take a look at some examples. Cô ấy là người đẹp nhất công ty. Cô ấy là người đẹp nhất công ty. Cô ấy là người đẹp nhất công ty means she is the most beautiful woman in her company. Cô ấy là người đẹp nhất công ty. So here you will see cô ấy, she, là, người. Là here we have to be verb because we talk. We use the word là, so we have to put to be verb. But in some situations you can leave it, okay? Cô ấy là người phụ nữ. Người phụ nữ is the woman. Đẹp nhất, most beautiful, công ty, in her company. In this situation, you don't have to use any prepositions for in her company. You only need to say công ty, then it's fine, it's completely correct. Cô ấy là người đẹp nhất công ty. Anh ấy là sinh viên thông minh nhất trong trường đại học. Anh ấy là sinh viên thông minh nhất trong trường đại học. Anh ấy là sinh viên thông minh nhất trong trường đại học. Anh ấy là sinh viên thông minh nhất trong trường đại học means he is the smartest student in his university. The same similar with the previous sentence. Anh ấy, he, là, to be verb. Sinh viên thông minh nhất, the smartest student, trong trường đại học, in his university or in his college. Anh ấy là sinh viên thông minh nhất trong trường đại học. Last one. Đây là bộ phim hay nhất tôi từng xem. Đây là bộ phim hay nhất tôi từng xem. Đây là bộ phim hay nhất tôi từng xem means this is the best movie I've ever seen. In this situation we use the present perfect, right? And you will see the structure. Tôi từng xem means I have ever seen. Tôi từng xem. So here if you want to change the verb to the present perfect, you only need to put từng before the verb. Từng xem means I have ever seen, or từng ăn means I have ever eaten, or từng uống means I have ever drunk. Okay? Đây là bộ phim hay nhất tôi từng xem. Hay nhất is the best movie. Đây là bộ phim hay nhất tôi từng xem. Alright, easy, isn't it? In this lesson, you only need to remember two words. Hơn for the comparative and nhất for the superlative.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Monthly Review, the monthly show on language learning, where you discover new learning strategies, motivational tips, study tools, and resources. By the way, all the lessons and bonuses you're about to see can be downloaded for free on our website. So click the link in the description right now to sign up for your free lifetime account. Okay, today's topic is how to get back on track after language learning failure. If you've ever made language learning a goal, you've also likely experienced failure. Maybe you quit studying for some time. Maybe you came back to try again later. But how do you bounce back after failing? Well, it might be easier than you think. In this episode, you'll discover 1. The key points to consider after failing a goal, and 2. The steps to getting back on track with language learning. But first, listen up. Here are this month's new lessons and resources. First, the Cooking Conversation Cheat Sheet. Learn all the must-know cooking phrases with this new cheat sheet. Download it for free right now. Second, our brand new visual flashcards. Want to speak more of the language? You'll need to learn more words. And with our new printable visual flashcards, you'll learn over 1,500 words. Just download and print them out. Third, can you talk about your favorite shows? Learn how to say no spoilers, what are you watching right now, and other useful words and phrases for video on demand. Fourth, what's your New Year's resolution? With this bonus phrase list, you'll learn to say read more, save money, learn a language, and other common goals. Fifth, must know words and phrases for the new year. If you're learning the language and can't yet talk about the new year, then access this 1-minute vocabulary lesson. To get your free resources, click the link in the description below right now. They're yours to keep forever. Okay, let's jump into today's topic. How to get back on track after language learning failure. So, how do you get back on track with language learning after failing? Think back to your school days. Did you ever miss a homework assignment? Most of us did. You'd have to make it up and do the next one. You had to double up on your work. So if you've ever missed a goal, you might be tempted to do the same thing. Finish your old goal and achieve a new one. However, that might not be such a good idea. A key point to remember after failing a goal is don't set the same goal again. Let's explain why. 1. If you failed the goal before, there's a good chance that the goal might be too much for you. In that case, you'll want an easier goal. 2. You need to give yourself a chance to succeed. And if that requires setting a super easy goal that you actually can reach, then so be it. Do that. For example, if you tried to learn 100 words in 1 month and failed, but you want to try again, go for something smaller, like 20 words. Between trying and failing the 100-word goal again or reaching a smaller 20-word goal, you're much better off with the 20-word goal. It'll be better for your motivation to hit a super easy goal instead of failing multiple times in a row. It'll get you back in motion with language learning. Now that you know how to get back on track, here are some steps you can take. 1. Think back to the last language goal you set and failed. Was it last year's New Year's resolution? And was it something like, I just want to be fluent, or I want to speak the language? You can let us know what your old goal was in the comments. 2. Aim for a smaller, more realistic goal. With that last goal in mind, think about how you might make a new, easier goal. Remember, your goal should always be 1. Small, 2. Measurable, for example, 1 minute of conversation, 100 words, 10 grammar rules, 10 lessons, etc. And 3. Have a small time frame with a deadline. In other words, it's a goal for the week or for the month, and the deadline is January 31st, for example. So if your failed goal was to just speak fluently, aim for something smaller. Set a goal like, I want to speak for 1 minute this month, or I want to be able to introduce myself by the end of this week, or I want to master the alphabet by the end of this week, and schedule a deadline for yourself. All of these goals are small, measurable, specific, and easy to achieve. You'll easily know if you've reached 1 minute of speaking, if you've learned the alphabet, or learned how to say, my name is, in the language you're studying. So now that you have a goal, 3. Find a way to fit language learning into your life. Instead of creating new routines that you may have trouble sticking with, work with what you already have, your existing routines. If you already spend 10 minutes on chores in the morning, you can listen to a lesson and learn a bit of language. If you take a walk, you can listen to a lesson then. If you watch YouTube for an hour in the evening, you can spend 5 or 10 minutes watching one of our lessons. Piggybacking off of your existing daily routines is the easiest way to introduce language learning into your life. Okay, now let's talk about learning material. 4. Get back on track with easy learning material. An easy way to restart learning is with our audio and video lessons. All you have to do is hit play and follow along. And if you have to, you can multitask. For example, as we mentioned, you can be doing chores and listening in. Taking steps like these can help you form study habits. It's a lot easier to listen and do what you usually do, as opposed to buying a textbook, setting aside time, sitting down, and trying to go through it, especially if you're not used to learning a language. Finally, another very easy thing you can do is take advantage of our Word of the Day lessons. These are daily emails that teach you one new word a day. The goal of these emails is to get you used to learning and create a simple routine. If you can stick with spending 1 quick minute every day learning a new word, then you can grow to stick with almost any other routine. So to recap, we often fail and give up on our goals because we overwhelm ourselves. Whether it's with an unrealistic goal, a heavy routine, or complicated resources, you want to do the opposite. Avoid overwhelming yourself. If you failed a goal before, aim for a smaller goal. Avoid heavy learning routines and piggyback off of your existing daily routines. If you take a walk, then use that time to listen to audio lessons. And finally, use easy learning material, such as our audio and video lessons on our website. So thank you for watching this episode of Monthly Review. Next time, we'll talk about how to adjust your routine and learn language from home. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. And if you're ready to finally learn language the fast, fun, and easy way, and start speaking from your very first lesson, get our complete learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Click the link in the description. See you next time. Bye! What if you could go from struggling to speak to speaking with confidence? Reviewing is a huge part of achieving this. In this video, you'll learn 6 ways our language learning program helps you review. Number 1, replay your lessons. If you're using our language learning program, you can download lessons and review them at a later date. And since lessons are 3 to 15 minutes long, your preparation and review sessions won't take a lot of time. The easiest way to review is to simply replay past lessons. Of course, make sure you pay attention. Number 2, read the lesson notes. Imagine you've finished reading a big book or watching a video course. Do you remember everything you've learned? Of course not. When you get a lot of information at one time, it's normal not to be able to recall all of it immediately. But you can refresh your memory by going back to reread, rewatch, and take notes. It takes effort. This is why you get lesson notes with every lesson. These notes give you the lesson in writing, so you can review the conversation, the vocabulary, grammar, and cultural points quickly. Number 3, listen to lines from the lesson conversation with the dialogue tool. The dialogue tool is a premium feature that our users love because you get line-by-line breakdowns of conversations. For every line of the conversation, you get audio, the transcript, and the translations. This tool helps you master entire conversations, speak faster, and improve your listening. You can listen to each line one by one, read along, and repeat out loud. Repeating out loud will help your speaking skills. And because you can listen as much as you want, you can also use this tool to work on your listening skills. Number 4, the vocabulary slideshow. With this, you can review words and phrases from a specific lesson. Just press play and watch the slideshow. For each word, you'll hear the native pronunciation. You'll also get the meaning, the text, and translations right there on the screen. You can even put the slideshow on loop to review as much as you want. Number 5, practice your speaking skills with the voice recorder. With the voice recorder tool, you can record yourself and compare your speech to that of native speakers. This can help you find out where you can improve your speaking skills. It's a great way to practice speaking and perfect your pronunciation. Number 6, review conversations with the dialogue audio track. The dialogue track gives you just the conversation. It's purely the target language, no translations. You get it for every lesson. Listen to it again and again until you completely understand every single word. This is a great way to see how much you understand, and it's a great language immersion tactic. Want to learn new words and phrases fast so you can speak and understand more of your target language? In this video, you'll learn all about spaced repetition flashcards. You'll learn about why this particular study tool is so useful and how using it can help keep vocabulary words fresh in your mind. First, here's what's new with our flashcards. You can now access your flashcards on any mobile device. They're mobile responsive, so visit the site on any device: iPhone, iPad, Android, or any tablet. Access the flashcards and learn anywhere, anytime. But what if you're a new language learner and have never seen this tool before? Second, what are spaced repetition flashcards? What are they? And how do spaced repetition flashcards teach you words and phrases better than regular flashcards? First, imagine a regular flashcard. Imagine a teacher is quizzing you with paper flashcards. On the front, you see the word in the target language. The meaning of the word is on the other side. Your teacher shows you the target language word and asks you what the word means. If you get the answer right, your teacher puts the card in a pile of correct answer cards. If you get the answer wrong, your teacher puts the card in a pile of wrong answer cards. Spaced repetition flashcards are like a digital version of this, but a computer sorts your answers into correct answers and wrong answers, and then chooses which cards to quiz you on accordingly. With a spaced repetition flashcard, you see a word. You mark whether you know it or not. You learn whether you are right or wrong. Then you get the next word. But what exactly is spaced repetition? Third, how spaced repetition works. This is the part of the tool that makes the flashcard so powerful. If you get a word wrong, you'll see that card more often until you get it right. The card will keep popping up until you remember the answer. Spaced repetition flashcards help you focus on the words you don't know yet, or the words you're weak with, instead of asking you to review words you already know well. If you get a word right, you'll see that word again in perhaps 2 days. If you get the word right again after waiting 2 days, you might see the word 4 days later, then 16 days later, and so on. As you study and remember words, the flashcards will appear less frequently. This is because you're remembering the vocabulary and don't need to spend time studying the words you already know. Spaced repetition flashcards help you study words at the right time. The flashcards will track your progress. This means you don't have to remember which words you got right or wrong. The flashcards you are quizzed on will be customized to your knowledge level every time you study, and the quizzes will also help you keep your memory fresh. Remember, we don't learn things simply by seeing them once. By repeating our studies over a period of time, we remember things better. And the best part is that you can study vocabulary and phrases in just a few minutes a day. So if you're on the train or bus going to work, you can put that time to use. Take out your phone and learn new words. Just a couple minutes every day will help you learn new words fast. A common question that first-time language learners ask is, where do I begin? Classically, the answer to this is with guidance. Finding the right teacher can be tricky, especially online. There are a lot of options to choose from. We've got one we'll tell you about. In this video, we'll show you how our Premium Plus learning option can provide you with guidance to help you reach your language learning goals. Our Premium Plus study tools are designed to support and guide learners. There's access to thousands of lessons, a voice recording tool, and spaced repetition flashcards. Most importantly, Premium Plus users get a personal language instructor who can provide weekly assignments. Let's talk about these items in detail. Number 1. Gain unlimited access to audio and video lessons. As a Premium Plus member, you'll have full access to the lesson library and other premium features. Best of all, you're not limited to one level, and you can learn to your heart's content with upper-level courses. There are lessons on various topics that tackle crucial language learning elements like reading, writing, listening, speaking, and conversation. More specifically, there are pathways. Pathways are collections of lessons that focus on a specific topic. Some pathways are even geared towards proficiency tests. There are also pathways in the lesson library to help you prepare for certain events, such as speaking at a restaurant, buying a ticket, or making friends. One of the most helpful is the Top 25 Questions You Need to Know pathway, which can help you in your everyday life. Each lesson has lesson notes to read while you listen to the audio lesson. This will help you follow along with key points. Lesson notes generally contain the dialogue, new vocabulary, the target grammar points, and cultural insights based on the dialogue. Podcasts and lesson notes are available on the Innovative Language app, so you can also learn on the go. Number 2, practice speaking with the voice recording tool. Pronunciation is an important part of language learning. Proper pronunciation ensures understanding during conversations with native speakers. Many learners think speaking is one of the most challenging components of learning a language. To help with this, the voice recording tool is a great way to improve speaking skills. Lesson dialogues are spoken by native speakers, so you can record yourself repeating after them to practice speaking naturally. Your Premium Plus teacher can assign you tasks to help you progress with any new sounds you might be learning. For these assignments, your teacher can listen to your voice recordings of the sounds and help you learn how to pronounce them. Completing these tasks under the guidance of your teacher can help you boost your confidence in speaking. This feature is also available for vocabulary words and sample sentences. Being able to hear these recordings improves pronunciation skills, especially when incorrect intonation can change the meaning of a word entirely. The voice recorder examines your speed and tone. Don't forget to also follow up by sending a recording to your Premium Plus teacher for feedback. Number 3. Increase your vocabulary with spaced repetition flashcards and more. One of the best ways to learn vocabulary is with spaced repetition flashcards. Spaced repetition is a system designed for learning something new and reviewing it in varying time intervals. You can create and study flashcard decks, whether from your word bank or a specific vocabulary list. For example, if you need to visit a post office, the post office vocabulary list for your target language would be beneficial to study prior to your visit. Premium Plus offers various features to expand learners' vocabulary, including free gifts of the month, such as the 400 Everyday Phrases for Beginners ebook. Find opportunities to use them with your teachers, friends, or classmates. For even more practice, each lesson has a vocabulary slideshow and a quiz to review the lesson's vocabulary. There's also the 2000 core word list, which includes the most commonly used words in your target language. Starting from the 100 core word list, you'll gradually build up your knowledge of useful vocabulary. These lists can be studied with spaced repetition flashcards too. With the flashcards, you can change the settings to your liking. The settings range from different card types to number of new cards per deck. Give yourself vocabulary tests by changing the settings. After studying a number of flashcards, change the card types to listening comprehension. You can then test yourself by writing the translation of the word or the spoken word or phrase. Changing your settings allows you to remember vocabulary and learn how to identify the words. This can be especially helpful when learning to recognize new characters in certain languages. Number 4. Get your own personal language teacher. Your language teacher will work with you in your goals to create a personalized and achievable study path. Once you share a short-term or a long-term goal with your teacher, you can establish a plan or pathway to lead to success. Coordinate with your teacher regularly to ensure the personalized learning programs are still working for you. If not, you can always change it up. There are so many ways your Premium Plus teacher can help you. If you have a speech you need to write, they can help you come up with the right way to say what you want to say. If there's something you need help translating, your teacher can lend you a hand. Or if there is a specific movie or song you want to consume in your target language, your teacher can gear your lessons to help you achieve your goal. Being in planes, trains, and buses can be an uncomfortable experience for many people. Often there are small, cramped seats, not many things to do, and sometimes the experience is even scary. Despite this, you often see people working in these environments. How do they do it? In this video, you'll learn 3 tips to help you be able to study anywhere. The first one is adjust to your environment. Most of us would probably agree that a plane or a bus is not the best place to study. These environments are usually dark and cramped, and you may have a crying baby next to you. But the point is, there's never a perfect time or place to learn. The reality is that a lot of us use transportation every day. We face environments that are typically considered unsuitable for study. Trains get crowded. You can't do much in your car. Even in your own home, you'll get distracted by the TV or Facebook or something. And some days you'll be sick. You'll be tired. You'll have dinner plans. Once you accept that there's rarely such a thing as the perfect time to study, you can start thinking about how to make the best of the environment you have at that time. For example, if you ride a train, you might stand up for a long time. It might be difficult to focus on a book. In a case like this, you can use the Innovative Language 101 app to study, listen to the audio lessons, or do the word of the day by email. There are ways that you can learn in just about any situation. The point is, you need to adjust your study method to your environment. So take a look at your day and see where your time goes. Are there any gaps in between your activities where you feel like you can't study? And is there any way you can adjust? 2. Take advantage of your limited time. We've surveyed tons of learners over the years, and every year we find that the #1 reason most people don't learn a language is they say they have no time. But there's a chance you may have some spare time to study. You might just not recognize it yet. Let's say you commute for 30 minutes every day. You can ask yourself, how do I put these next 30 minutes to use? Or if you finish work at 7 p.m. and spend an hour doing nothing, you can think about what you might do in that hour that will help you work towards your goals. You don't have to use all 30 minutes of your commute or the full hour of your free time, but you can definitely fit in a short lesson or take other steps towards your goals. 3. Have an on and off mindset. When you work, it can be really helpful to have a kind of on-off switch for when it's time to work and time to rest. You can apply this same idea to your language studies. When it's time to study, you can focus solely on that. You don't spend time thinking about doing it, you just do it. It doesn't matter where you are or what kind of studying you're doing, as long as it gets done. And when you're done with a lesson, reward yourself. It can be as simple as telling yourself, "Great job." When you're finished with the time you promised yourself for studies, feel free to focus on the next thing. Great work! Here's a reward. Speed up your language learning with our PDF lessons. Get all of our best PDF cheat sheets and ebooks for free. Just click the link in the description.